All right, here we go for the tube. Say hi, tube.
What up,
Hello?
Tube?
Hello, tube.
Tube.
Say hi, tube.
We shortened
Hello,
it.
Tube.
We don't even say
What up,
YouTube
Tube?
anymore. We just call it straight Tube.
Just the
It's
tube.
the tube.
Straight Tube.
It's
San
the
Diego
tube.
surfer style.
Mm-hmm.
The tube.
The tube. All right, and last but certainly not least, hang on, let me just get this thing going right here, and mute. All right. For the pod, you ready?
Let's do it.
In 3, 2, and...
Welcome to another episode of
Business Bros! There it is.
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
See, now you can say
Now
it.
you can say it?
Now you can say
All
it.
right, welcome. It is a happy Wednesday, is it not?
It is Hump Day.
Yeah.
Hernan Cias here, host of the Business Bros podcast, along with my co-host.
The insurance bro, James Cias with Pipeline Insurance, and we have a hell of a show ready to go, ready to rock and roll for you. We are excited. We have somebody who is a longtime listener, friend of the podcast bros.
Friend of the bros, for sure.
Friend of the bros. Friend of the bros?
Friend of the bros.
Friend of the bros.
It's a
Anyway.
Wednesday Hump Day thing.
It's a
Yeah.
Wednesday hump day thing, you know. But here's the thing, is this lady is going to bring us a lot of value, a lot of good information. And if you're looking to get into the life insurance space, she's hiring with Mutual of Omaha. Welcome to the show, Heather Williams.
Hello, guys. Thank
Thanks
you for having
joining
me.
us.
Excited? Nervous? Ready to rock and roll?
All the things. I talk a lot, so I'm sure.
I talk for a living. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I
That's
talk
good.
a lot, so I'm sure I'll keep it going.
You will. All right. Before we get into our conversation, I got to remind our listeners, 365 pairs of shoes is where we're shooting for. So we are at 210-ish. I got a couple in the car that I need to count up, but we're shooting for 365. So if you have new shoes, used shoes, or you want to donate cash, hit James up, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com, and he'll hop on his Harley right over there and pick up those bad boys. We've been at 36 pairs of shoes, I think, 37 pairs of shoes in one haul on
Yeah.
those saddlebags.
Wow.
It's a lot of shoes, huh? So we're trying to beat that. So if you got shoe donations ready to rock and roll, hit James up, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com. And I got to stall for a second because he's got to pull up a script. But in the meantime, if you, we want to cut you a check. So if you're in the mortgage space and you're looking to add another revenue stream, because let's face it, if the market shifts, you're going to be in trouble if you only have one income stream. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, I want you to hit us up again. So James's number one more time, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com. Contact info right above. And if you're in the mortgage space, we'd love to sit down and chat with you.
Yeah. Great job stalling on that one.
I gotcha.
And now that we're here, calling all homeowners, calling all real estate pros. You and your agents know that buying electricity from the local utility company, SDG&E, is expensive, and solar is way more affordable. You've undoubtedly been approached by a number of solar roof companies. Maybe you've sat through their 2-hour sales pitch, or maybe you haven't because you don't want to sit through those sales pitches. It sucks, right? So, forget about the old way of doing things. DroneQuote.net is veteran-owned and operated. Started by 2 solar professionals that wanted to put the homeowner first, DroneQuote.net is your personal shopper for all things solar and roofing. DroneQuote gives you multiple quotes online from multiple companies without the pushy salesman in your face and without multiple contractors running around your rooftop. DroneQuote.net gives you and your clients excellent pricing and online review information from Google, Yelp, and the State Contractors Board. And as a bonus, they also do before and after drone surveys. That way you can see the exact condition of your roof without having to climb up there yourself. Literally no one else is doing this. It's out of this world. Fabulous. So
Love that.
realtors.
He did great.
He does,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
not done yet. So realtors, if your homeowner asks about solar, make sure that you save them time, money, and hassle. Send them over to dronequote.net/businessbros and make sure they use the best solar comparison tool on the market today. That's dronequote.net/businessbros.
Bros.
Business Bros.
With a 1-0.
All right, there we
He was
go.
good, huh?
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
He's got that movie voice going. I mean, it's not quite movie there yet, although he tells me he can do it.
I think you
I
can
mean,
do it.
sometimes.
I'm
Sometimes
impressed.
it's like-
I would have jumbled those words all over the place.
Yeah, well,
I have my moments.
He's been practicing.
He's been practicing, yeah. He's got it down pat, so he's good to go.
All right. Enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Let's talk about you. All right, Heather. I feel like I've never met you before. I'm gonna meet you for the first time on the show. Is that cool?
Oh God. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's do it. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What were you doing prior to Mutual of Omaha?
So I actually worked with you guys.
You did, huh?
Oh, man.
That's so funny.
I'm coming back.
Spoiler.
I know. I actually worked at Pipeline Insurance with James. Yes.
With that guy
every
over
day.
there?
Yes, every day.
Yeah.
So miss him dearly. But I did get a good opportunity to move over and really take the financial services and recruiting to the next level. But I really had a great time at Pipeline. We built something really special with a life insurance department there. Great contacts, great agents, nothing but great things to say about all you guys. So
Nice.
that is, my background most recently. I have been in the insurance space fresh out of college since, wow, let's not talk.
let's not add
No,
into that.
yeah. No, I have been, oops. No, I have been in the industry for 11 years. So pretty exciting and just continuing to move forward. So
Time flies, huh?
I know. I feel like I'm still 21.
What were you doing when you were in college?
I was an athlete.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was a D1 softball player for University of Louisiana Monroe. I am born and raised here in San Diego. Went to Poway High. I was a Titan, class of '03. I guess I'm just spouting ages out
there you
now.
go. Now,
Whatever.
Now we all know.
Now
Okay,
we all
cool.
know. We all know. So, and then I went away to Louisiana, and I was the catcher there for 4 years on the softball team. Got my degree in marketing. Came back December '08. No jobs, so I created my own. Got my insurance license and started rocking and rolling, and really have a passion for
Yeah, well,
this line of work.
graduated in 2003 means you were done with college in somewhere around the worst economic recession.
Yeah, I graduated December '07, so I got back here and literally there was no jobs. I would just heard no, and I was like, well, I guess I actually took an insurance elective my senior year and decided to, I actually really liked it, which is kind of weird. Not everybody's into insurance, but I was like, you know what, I can do this. Went and got my license and started working for Aflac and, created a position. It was commission only, grinded 100 calls a day, pounded the pavement. And so that's why I can really, sympathize with those out there that are in a commission only position.
But I just when you said you were a catcher in college, like I knew we vibed right there. Like a catcher has a command of the field.
Yes,
right.
sir.
You have that, right? You have that point of view of like you see everything that's going on. You know where to position your players. I mean, I don't know. My experience in being a catcher for many years, as soon as that person steps into the box, you almost know what's going to happen just by their like aura, the way they step in, like their confidence level.
It was definitely, it's D1. So I actually was very fortunate. My coach let me call pitches, which is very rare. But I just had a feel for it. I did wear a scouting report on my wrist. Great tan lines. Great tan lines. But yeah, you could really tell a lot by what's going to go on. But it was a lot of fun, honestly. The best decision I made was to go away. I also had an opportunity to stay local and go to San Diego State, but very glad that I took the challenge to move across. It was quite the culture shock, moving from San Diego to Louisiana at 17 years old. So
scary.
Just go.
Just do it. What do you think you learned playing like college sports and being in the position that you were in? Like, what do you think you pulled from that to make it that helped you out in going forward in the insurance world?
Just drive, time management. I mean, you always got somebody that's coming in, newer, younger players wanting to take your spot. You got to earn it every year, every game. Also, managing your studies with athletics because you're on the road. I mean, we played 65 games a season, and half of those are on the road. So, maintaining grades as well as maintaining athletics and all of that. It's a nice way to learn time management skills quickly.
That's a lot, dude. I mean, I didn't get to play college ball like that. It was different for me, but managing time is one of those things that I think people struggle with every single day.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely. What's priority? What takes priority?
Yeah. Like,
how am I, especially in the business world, like where, I really think, just segregating time to make sure you're constantly prospecting is a huge one, especially in like the business world. But, it's kind of like practice. Like I always had to make sure I was taking my cuts every day. I was hitting every day. Cause if you, miss that step, it's not going to come out with the result you want.
Exactly. Well, and when it comes to your management, like you mentioned it a little bit, prospecting, but what are the things that you think you need to do on a regular basis every single day? What are those few things that most people don't do that you do that separates you?
Well, as far as what I do daily, I mean, just making sure you're on top of, your commitments, what you say you're going to do, reaching out to as many people as you say you're going to do. I mean, I have certain goals that I reach on a daily basis as far as reaching out to new people. And that's hitting marketing events, networking events, getting out there. Podcasts like this is another thing. Just ways that you can get your name out there, get your brand out there, and make sure people know what you're doing and how you can help them. I think that is really what's important is, making sure you have that time set aside to, have those new clients coming in, that new business coming in, as well as maintaining the old clients and making sure you're part of your community.
And you've kind of shifted. You went from a commission only Aflac type job to now in a recruitment phase, right?
Correct.
So that's a little bit different. What are you seeing as far as like transition in your own life? Like what are you doing a little bit different now on a day to day? Well,
I truly think that my athletics has really taught me that I want to coach more. I've always, I was very good. I mean, obviously not to toot my own horn, but I was a very good player to get a scholarship and things of that nature. And I was good in sales. But I get more gratification teaching others and watching their successes. And I really like the team atmosphere. So it was a natural fit for me to slide into building a team because that's ultimately what I like to do and run the team. So, I'd rather have people, go out and prospect, find their clients, and then I can go in and help them close that deal because I still get the gratification of the sale. But yet I'm helping them grow and learn as well.
What type of people are you looking for?
I'm looking for all different types of people. I currently am working with recent grads, career changers, advisors that are just looking for more of a home. A lot of people are out there on their own trying to do this, or they may not be happy with the company they're with. So, with our new office, with Mutual of Omaha here in San Diego, we've got a really great program. And, we're looking for really anybody that's driven to start their own business and be dedicated to the program.
What kind of education have you received? I mean, you obviously got your degree in marketing.
Yes.
But it didn't stop there, right? You ended up getting other licenses and stuff?
Correct. So right out of college, I got my life and health license, working with, right before, how I got in with Pipeline, I was going for my PNC license. At micro schools, I also taught there as well. The prep courses, maybe some of you guys had me as a teacher. That was fun. And then recently just getting on with Mutual of Omaha. I started on June 1st, and I just passed my Series 65 exam 2 weeks ago. So
what is Series 65? Because there's a lot of people who don't know these licenses. So life and health, obviously those are plain and simple. Yep. PNC is property and casualty. Correct. So we could do home, commercial, auto, yep. That sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. What's Series 6? So
the Series 6 is going to make you an investment advisor representative. So basically you're allowed to give people advice and charge a fee on that advice for financial products.
That's kind of scary, isn't it?
No, I think it's exciting. I mean, it's all part of a comprehensive financial plan, and that's really what Mutual of Omaha is looking to do, is look at a protection, side and an accumulation side. And really to give a true financial plan, you really need to have all the tools in your belt to do so. And that's really what we're, looking to do, is really help people in the community and put them in a better place.
What do you think your life's going to look like in the next year? So you started in June.
Yeah.
We're in September already.
I know, it's crazy.
Right? So where were you when you started? What you thought it was going to be like? How about today? And what do you think it's going to be like next year?
It's just a really exciting time. I mean, Southern California is really the, kind of the focus for Mutual of Omaha right now. They're putting a lot of capital into Southern California, looking to hire a lot of great talent and sales directors, looking to bring on, advisors and really help them be, gain the tools to go out there and, really start pounding the pavement and getting households protected. So that's really, what the goal is. But I mean, just in what I've seen in the last few months, I mean, we've got the education. My office is full of people studying and getting ready to take tests that are going to better them. And then also we help them just really develop marketing and support with, Salesforce and different things. So they have the tools they need to run their business and be successful. So that's what I'm seeing currently. And, hopefully I see within the year, I see them getting us more office space. We're already getting full. So that's what I see is just continued growth for the right people. This career path is not for everyone. You definitely need to be, self-motivated, driven, and want to help people. So, once, not everybody's the right fit, but when they are, it really is magic.
Totally. All right, let's do some fun stuff.
I know.
All right.
All this work. No.
I know. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of cool, great information.
Yeah.
But I want to know the fun part of Heather. What does Heather do when she's not working? What defines your fun moments?
Oh my gosh, I love to travel. You guys know this. They know this all too well. When I worked at Pipeline, I had quite the travel schedule. So I am a firm believer of work hard and play hard. So when I'm at work, I am working. And when I'm not at work, I'm having fun, usually with friends, family, but trying to get in that trip. I love to travel, see places. I mean, in the last couple of years, I've been Philippines, Australia, Turks and Caicos. My family has a house in Mexico. I'm there all the time. So, really just getting away, maximizing your time when you're at work, but also, spending time with the ones you love and doing what you love, seeing new places when you're not there.
What's up with the Baja stuff?
Oh,
tell me a little bit about what you do when you go down south.
So my family has a house in San Felipe, and we just go down there and really just spend time. It's nice. We usually do Thanksgiving and Easter, sometimes New Year's, try to hit the big holidays, and we all just, kind of come together. We like to shoot off fireworks, ride our quads around. So, just spend some time with the family, kind of, take off, shut the phone off, disengage.
You're a desert girl? Like you like riding and quads and bikes and stuff?
Yeah, I grew up doing all that. So my dad did actually sell all of the motorcycles when I was a freshman in high school, which is probably good because I probably would have not had my scholarship, right? So, but yeah, I grew up riding dirt bikes and, going to the desert and things like that.
So, does your new job allow you the flexibility you want in balance and being able to go and still do both the work hard, play hard?
Yeah, right now we're really just getting up and running. But I mean, next week I have a wedding I'm going to in Cancun for a college friend. So, but yeah, you just put in the time. You gotta work hard, and
I love that.
Yeah, but
I'm kind of envious of you because I'm in a way because you do all the different travel stuff. But in another way, I don't really want to go places. Like I'm scared.
I know
to travel.
He's such a homebody. He's
so
like, if
boring.
you want to see me, come over.
Really cool. No, but I feel like I've been there. Like if I was following you on Facebook or whatever, I'm like, oh, check out these cool pictures. Oh, look at the water. Like that's it. Like I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Like the Grand Canyon, right? So I've been to the Grand Canyon. It's a giant hole in the ground, right?
Oh, God.
And he says, "Oh God," because it's true. It's true. So the wife was like, I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I want to go. I was like, dude, let's look at a picture. It's like, it looks like that, right? He goes, it's overrated. So we planned this trip where we're going to drive out and we're going to go all these different places. And the Grand Canyon's one of those spots. And we get there and she goes, it does look like the picture.
That's typically what pictures do. Is they give you the image.
But that's all it really is to me. It's like, all right, you got there. The fun part was the travel, right?
Yeah,
that we had the road trip in the car and all that stuff. You stop everywhere.
Yeah, spilling fast food in the backseat.
Yeah, exactly. Making a mess, right? But for me, it's like I don't really care to go places. I'm like, I can just get stuff done. If I want to see a highlight film, I'm just gonna look at it. I'm good.
Right.
I feel like I've already been there. And the other thing is, I don't feel like traveling outside the country.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you traveling outside the country?
I have actually now I got to knock on wood, but it's been I've had pretty decent experiences. I mean, it's crazy when you go far. When you're going to Australia or Thailand or Philippines, you've got a journey ahead. So I think if you just mentally prepare for that, I typically try to do red eye flights so I can sleep on the plane really well. So some people, they have issues with that. Luckily I don't. I try to do red eyes and sleep. So, I mean, I've been really lucky when I remember my first big trip was to Thailand and I was really nervous and I got on the plane, got to sleep. And then I woke up and I asked the flight attendant, how long have we, how much time is left? And she thought I said, or how long have we been in the air? And she was like, oh, 3 hours. So I'm thinking we've been in the air 3 hours. We only had 3 hours left. I was asleep for 10 hours.
Oh,
wow.
So it's like the pressure. I don't know. It's the only thing that'll shut me up. I'm like, put Heather in a plane and she'll go down.
Well,
That's funny.
I mean, you've traveled, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
had like the backup of the entire U.S. Navy at your back. Like that's not when you travel to another country.
Yeah.
Like, you're traveling and you're an American going into another country.
Yeah. Well, I always want a buddy system. You stay together. I mean, be smart.
Yeah, I don't know that sort of stuff. Like I don't know stuff. Like I'm gonna walk into a country and I don't know what to say or who to talk to.
You'd be
I'm
surprised.
hoping you know English.
Yeah, most everywhere you go, people
Pretty
know
much,
English.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
And most people are, they go to school for English.
You know what else is easy? Getting a quote for your solar and roof from dronequote.net.
Told you he's good at that, huh?
He's so good.
So good at that.
You're just a little
So good
sneaker.
at that, right? That is true.
God.
That is true.
It is, isn't it?
No, dude. So I'll tell you about it, Heather. So Drone Quotes is pretty awesome. Like you're in sales.
Yes.
So when you sit down and do a presentation, you don't want to take up 2 hours of people's time.
No.
Right. But what if when you're talking about solar, that's kind of how it is. Like when somebody comes over, you ever sit in a solar presentation?
No, it's kind of like the timeshare when I travel. They're like, oh, we'll give you a spa day.
It's like 190 minutes.
Yeah, you're like-
whatever.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like,
I'm good. Well, that's what happens. But if you're gonna get solar, you want to get multiple quotes. So I don't want to sit through multiple 2-hour presentations. Dude, they kind of fixed it. All they said was, you know what? We're gonna take a drone. We're gonna take pictures of your roof, and we're gonna
That's
take
so
those
cool.
measurements, and then we're gonna send it out to the roofing companies. We're gonna send it out to the solar companies. They're gonna fight and create bids, and you're gonna see all the bids, and then pick one that works for you.
That's
Like,
really
it's
smart.
So simple.
Yeah, and that's actually super smart.
So all you got to do is go to Drone Quote.
Nobody falling off a roof.
No,
Especially.
then that's a liability issue, right? You
Right.
think, you're
See,
thinking
insurance,
insurance. It just pops
right?
in your head. That's
I just
exactly
can't even.
what
I'm
he
like, get
said.
off my roof.
Get off my roof. No, but all you got to do is go to dronequote.net/business bros with 1 O. And get your quote in there. Like it's so simple. It's so easy, and you can have solar. Because I don't know about you guys, but solar is one of those things that I need to get done in my house. I've been
How's your
talking
bill
about
doing?
it. Well,
With the air conditioning, right?
it gets expensive. I
Right.
mean, dude. This room's not cooling off for some reason because right here with the sun. But
I know. I'm feeling it in the jacket.
we run but during the summer we're running AC all the time.
Yeah.
And you don't want that bill to be super high. So make sure you guys go to dronequote.net/business bros. Get your solar done easy, quick, and simple. See, he's good.
I like it.
Boom.
You're good.
That was
You're good.
awesome.
I have my moments.
I'm going to call them.
Yeah.
Well, don't call them. Go to dronequote.net/business bros.
Okay, I'll go there then.
There you go. Simple.
You should have just seen the look James Diaz gave me. He's like, oh, no, you
don't
didn't.
call them.
Oh, no, you didn't. Don't call him.
What
You're doing it wrong.
you're doing it wrong.
You can call him, but we want you to use the website.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely do that.
Heather, what's it like? Are you still living in Coronado?
No, I am in Point Loma.
What is it with you and the beach?
I am a water baby. Like my moon sign is Pisces, so I'm happy. Let's see, that's why I'm so happy right now. I'm staring at the water. So and that's why I travel all these places with gorgeous beaches. No, I do like to be by the water. It's just, I don't know. I'm a weirdo like that.
When you plan out like your year, you're like, this is my calendar year, right? Are you first of all, are you planning that far in ahead, like a year in advance? Or
For certain things, I don't know. It's kind of cool. A lot of people, I get invited to go really cool places. Kind of like when I first started with you guys, I had a friend that is a stew on a yacht in Turks and Caicos, and she called me the 1st of December, and she's like, I don't have any guests on my yacht. It's a 106-foot yacht in Turks and Caicos. She's like, just get your flight and come out here. And I was like, well, I'm going. Like, that's insane. Like, it's over
how
Christmas.
am I gonna say no?
Yeah, the thing chartered for $55,000 a week. And I got to just
Is
go
that
on
like-
my flight.
Is that like the below deck show?
Yeah. She's the main stew. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
how I knew when you said stew. I was like, hey, I know what that is.
I know what that is. I just saw
I
that.
just saw this show. That's crazy. What was that like?
Oh
being
my
on that
God. It
charter?
was so cool. Well, it was so cool because it was just my friend, the captain, and the chef. And the chef had just started, so she was trying out all these recipes. It was so
you
bomb.
were
I learned how
forced to try all kinds of good food.
I know. I just get lucky. I think if you're a good traveler and you're nice to people, they're like, "Oh, Heather, I'll go with me." So I get invited on cool trips. But I did learn how to scuba dive. That was definitely the highlight of that trip. That was amazing.
And that was just random, like last minute?
Yeah, she hit me up early December, like I think December 10th, and I just booked it, and I left like the 20th after our Christmas party, the first one. And I actually worked from the boat. I mean, it's like a full
They make sure that you have access.
You have Wi-Fi to all this stuff. Yeah. So I was
$55,000 a week.
That's what they paid for this particular boat. But yeah, that's what it's crazy.
That's gnarly though.
No. So I was like, this is a once in a lifetime deal. I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
So,
heck yeah.
But no, so some of them to the trips pop up. But like, I mean, like this one I'm going next week for my friend's wedding. That's been planned since January. So it just depends on the trip.
That's what I was gonna ask. If you're planning on your annual basis, because I've been preaching one of those things like figure out what makes you happy and then build your life around that, right?
Yeah.
And so travel is one of those things that makes you happy. Is that one of those things that you look at your calendar at the beginning of the year and you're like, okay, well, I know this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing here. This month I'm doing this. This month I'm doing this. And then you fill in everything else at the end.
Well, yeah, and just maximize like already vacation times. Like, a great time is to go Thanksgiving week, in my opinion, because Thanksgiving in insurance industry is usually pretty slow. Mm-hmm. And you only have to take 3 days off work, but you get all that time. So that's a really great time to push in a big trip. I try to and that's usually when I go to the Mexico house. But yeah, just see when holidays fall, be creative on the days you take off. And I think you can squeeze in more than you wanted.
And speaking of that, because I know when you worked for us, I'd get emails from you at all different hours of the day. So it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what is this girl doing? I reply back and you're like, wait, you're still awake too?
Yeah, like what? We both can't sleep. Well, I just came up with this contest though. It's rad.
Right. And so like, what is your mindset when it comes to getting work done? There's a lot of people who are like, you know what, if I'm not clocked in, I'm not even working.
Yeah.
Like what's your mindset a little bit different on that?
Well, I definitely have, a business owner mindset. I always have. I mean, I currently work for a company, but I always, I like that flexibility. And I know that to get that flexibility, you've got to produce. And so if you're not producing, you don't have the flexibility. So it's just really the type of person you are and the type of job you're working in or career you're in. And that's like with being a financial advisor in the insurance industry, you do have those freedoms, but you got to be disciplined when you're in the office.
And how do you, and just so we're absolutely clear, right? Because there's a lot of people who do a lot of different things that claim to be work, but how do you prove that you have been working? What's the one thing that every single company is looking for?
I would say, numbers, obviously. What are your numbers at the end of the day? What are you clearing? What are you bringing in? Are you meeting the commitments you said you were going to? Are you attending the events? I mean, in my current position, recruiting and building a team, it's a little bit different because I'm not selling anymore. At this point, I'm looking for the right candidates for my team. So my stuff currently is measured by activity. And the more people I can reach out to, and, perfect example with this, or going to a networking event or reaching out on LinkedIn, whatever I can do to, broaden that scope and the people I can talk to, and also asking for warm introductions. That's huge. That's a big part of our business model. And even for what we teach our advisors, you have such a better chance of closing a sale or making a connection with somebody that's introduced you on a warm basis versus cold calling. So, just talking to people and say, hey, Hernan, I'm looking for people that are interested in changing their career and becoming a financial advisor. Do you know
Who do you know?
Yeah, who do you know? Do you mind giving a call for me? Putting in a call that I'll be reaching out. Or maybe we all grab coffee together and we have that warm introduction and things are going to go a lot smoother there.
Mm-hmm. So get in front of people and tell them what it is you do.
Absolutely. You got to be out there. You guys know this. You started a podcast.
Right? Exactly.
Business Bros.
Let me ask you real quick about LinkedIn, because I've been trying to focus some more attention on doing that. And by trying to, I mean, I've set it up so that the podcast shows up on there on a regular basis. I always like it. Right? And so, but making sure that I am constantly going on LinkedIn and making new connections. But I'm not 100% familiar with everything that goes on like I am with Facebook or like Instagram, for example. So what's your experience been like as you've been growing your LinkedIn?
Well, LinkedIn is great, especially when you're working for larger companies, connecting with people in similar positions. So I have all different types of people that I connect with. I reach out to people that I think might be a good fit and just try to connect with them that way. Also people that, have similar position to me, find out what they're doing, what's working for them. I think, if you're always in a constant state of mind of learning and bettering yourself and growing your network, that is a way to use those. So it's great with LinkedIn. I mean, it's like make suggestions, kind of like Facebook or Instagram, like this people might work for you. And then I see, it's another sales director from Mutual of Omaha. I should connect with them, see what they're up to. And that way, you're just constantly building your network.
Well, what's been probably the most successful thing you've done on LinkedIn to grow your base?
Let's see. I mean, really, I do connect messages. So when you are reaching out to people to have them connect with you, you can actually send a little message like, we have so and so in common, or I think you might be a good fit for this role. I've seen people with similar backgrounds. I'd like to get to know more about you, or it seems like you're close. I'd love you to see our new office. Things of that nature. If you're throwing out a little blurb, they may not reply, but at least it's more personal, and I've had more success with connections that way.
Are you able to do video messages that way? Do you know?
I don't know. I can look into it. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna check it out because I do that with Facebook.
Yeah.
And so like when I get a new friend request, I send them. James and I both do it. We send a video message like, "Hey, thanks for the Facebook request."
Yeah.
We kind of mention the day so they know it's like not pre-recorded or anything. What I mean? It's just us.
Like,
yeah. Oh, everybody gets to say their name. That sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Personalization is huge.
And I noticed that when we do that, people respond. And sometimes they respond with the video, sometimes they respond with text, whatever. But they're like, "Hey, that's awesome. That's never happened before." I'm like, dude, if we did that on LinkedIn, might be a different ball game. Now it's like,
I'm not. I honestly, I know that there's options, where you have the video icon and the photo icon and things of that nature. But I'm not sure on the connect level. But I do know you can post videos. I'm planning to post this on my LinkedIn once we get it up and going. But
sweet.
So I mean,
how about the reach? Have you seen that when you post something, it goes to everybody that you have? Versus like on Facebook, for example, we have like over 4,000 people on our Business Bros page. I post something, I know not all 4,000 see it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I think LinkedIn does have some more traffic. I mean, because it shows you how many views you get and things. Mm-hmm. I mean, I posted a picture last week of just our leadership that was in town from Omaha. It was my fellow sales directors and leadership from home office, and it has over 2,000 views.
See, that's crazy. That's good
crazy.
Reach.
That's a good reach.
I mean,
it's just a photo. It wasn't even it was just like, look at our leadership team. Happy to be, stoked to be with great leaders.
Yeah, and I keep hearing that over and over again. LinkedIn and TikTok, and they're completely opposites of each other, right? But the reach that you're getting on both of these platforms is huge right now. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna ask you because you've been using it a lot more.
Yeah, no, I definitely have. I've definitely been using LinkedIn more. So. And it's great to connect with, like I said, other people that are in my position or similar positions and see what's working, and also reaching out to people that I think might be a good fit, because most people are kind of scared to make that jump into a new profession, and I want to let them know that we have different support mechanisms to help them get their business up and running, because that's huge. If you go into an all commission position, you're really it's a little scary at times, so it's nice to have some additional support.
So ladies and gents, hit Heather up. She's going to teach you how to be a rock star when it comes to insurance and other financial products. And maybe she'll teach you how to vacation right.
There we go.
She'll give you the 2 cents how to handle life in the right way. Work hard, play hard, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to our Ask the Bros section. Ooh. Now, this is going to be weird because
I know a lot about this.
I know a lot about it. So I wonder what you're going to ask here.
I don't know.
Well, while you think about it, why don't you talking to this camera right here, tell people how to get a hold of you if they do want to learn about this new career base.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can reach me. My phone number is 858-414-6227. You can find me on LinkedIn, Heather Williams, and I'm sales director of Mutual of Omaha here in San Diego. My email is my first name, last name, so HEATHER.Williams, WILLIAMS @mutualofomaha.com, and that's all spelled out MUTUALOFOMAHA. Yeah, that's a lot, right?
Long email address.
I know, and my name's long too, so it just makes it really
It's okay.
long.
Once you type it in one time, that's it.
Yeah, then
it'll
I'm
auto-populate
saved
and you're good.
Yeah. So question for you guys. Can I come to the next Christmas party?
Whoa. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Why not? No, but I'm not supposed to ask you. I'm supposed to ask something about you. How did you feel about our cruise?
Oh boy.
We all had a vacation. Did they tell you about that?
Well,
I don't think we've ever
had that cruise.
Did we talk about it?
Maybe at some point.
Oh, you know what? We had to have, because I think it. Maybe we didn't.
I don't know, but it was.
Now that I think about it, like we didn't start the podcast until a month and a half after the cruise.
Yeah. Okay, so the cruise, I've deemed it the cruise to nowhere.
It's true.
Pretty much it was.
Hashtag loser cruiser.
It was a loser cruiser. The free cruise.
Oh yeah, it was free. So
was
I mean, that
free.
wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I mean, so here's what happens.
Unless you're seasick, like
Right?
Like God.
First of all, I would never book a cruise myself.
Yeah.
Right? Because I get seasick. It's not my thing. But we did it as a team building thing, right? And so and it was a CE cruise with Mike Russ, right?
Yeah.
So we all went, cool. And we left Long Beach, and we were supposed to go to Cabo, right?
That was our first stop. Supposed to be the first stop.
So, okay, all the way to I don't know where.
Puerto Vallarta, second stop.
There you go. Well, we never made it anywhere. Like
Well,
we were
when you're
chased by a
cruising into
hurricane.
a-
Right?
We got to Cabo.
Yeah.
We
And-
saw the arches, and they said, "Okay, we're turning around now."
I'm pretty sure Rosa like got up in the morning and like looked outside and was like, "Land!"
Yes.
Right?
And then we turned around and left.
And then we left. And our first port was
San Diego.
San Diego.
it was ridiculous. So
I was like, "Wait, we've been here." It was actually kind of cool though. Like they all got off the boat, but me being the vacationer that I
I'm
am,
staying.
I stayed. Well, my car was also in Long Beach,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm like, that sounds horrific. I didn't want to deal with it. I was like, what's one more day? I got the drink pass.
Yeah.
So-
There you go.
I'm chilling on the boat. No, we got off. He was living in Vegas at the time, so he
Yeah.
rented a car, and we got in the car. He dropped me off in Long Beach, and then he kept going to Vegas.
yeah.
That was that.
The the cruise to nowhere.
The cruise to nowhere. So
My
how
kids
do we feel
loved
about
it though. My kids
I know.
loved it.
Oh, yeah,
there was
they
so much
did.
to do for kids.
Yeah, they love the cruise. They want to do another one, so I don't know if I'll ever do another one, but maybe a Disney cruise.
Maybe just do like a 3-day.
Yeah,
3
something
days.
like
Because we
that.
were on the
cruise.
thing. We were
It was a
at sea
week.
for 5 days before we saw land.
Yeah, and
So
then
I mean,
those-
I had the worst boat rock when I got off that boat.
Oh yeah, same here, same here. I mean, okay, the food was good. I mean, even the cruise wasn't too bad. I just couldn't look at the water. Like, there's no way I could sit there and look at the water. I was like, no.
Yeah, now I
had to
remember
look down.
every time we went to eat, you would make sure to face
Yeah, he's
inboard.
just
Yeah,
walking.
not-
You
the
would face
water.
inboard. Yeah. No facing outboard for you.
And people
No,
told me
no.
that, "Oh, take that Dramamine stuff or whatever, the seasick
He's
stuff."
asleep.
But then I slept for like 2 days. And I'm like, what's the point? Like,
What's
if I
the
take
point?
this, I'm
I'm fine
asleep.
as long as
If I
I
don't
don't
take
look.
that,
However, there was a casino on board.
Yes,
and Non
sir.
loves his poker.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it was electronic
it
poker, so I couldn't even look at the cards right on the stupid machine. It was dumb. But
Blackjack?
I did play some blackjack.
Yeah,
we
There
had
you
some,
go.
we played some
we had some
blackjack.
fun
There you
playing
go.
blackjack.
Yeah, we did.
So I can't complain there. Drink and we did build some great camaraderie there.
There we yes, we
right?
did.
We did have some good team building stuff.
We did.
so-
we
we
all
did.
ended up alive.
And we survived. We came back.
We survived the cruise to nowhere.
The cruise to nowhere.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the cruise to nowhere. That was right before we started the podcast. Maybe that was the idea I had on there. Whoa.
Let's do a podcast.
Post on the internet. Your voice
been
and
it.
video.
Must have been it.
All right, ladies and gents, quick reminder, 365 pairs of shoes by the end of the year. That's what we're shooting for. So if you have new shoes, used shoes, or you want to donate cash, hit James up, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com. And if you're a mortgage professional, we want to cut you a check. So if you're interested in getting money from us, partnering with us, you got to hit up James, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com, because we want to sit down and talk, tell you how that's going to happen. And don't get caught with your pants down when the market changes. If that's your only source of income,
Yeah.
that's gonna suck. Yeah, so you need to make sure you guys reach out, figure out other spokes, and we can help you with that. And then, of course, if you're interested in solar, or if you're a real estate agent, you're a mortgage professional, and your client says, "Hey, solar, blah 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 blah," whatever, the first thing that should pop into your head is dronequotes.net/business bros. It's /, right? It is a
Yeah.
/. I always get /
I don't know.
whatever. /business bros.
People know which slash to use.
Exactly.
The one at the bottom.
The one at the bottom.
The one at the
See?
bottom, next
Yeah.
to the space bar.
That's right.
That's the one you want.
Just don't.
Shift button. Whatever.
There you go. dronequote.net/business bros. Get your solar done right. Simple and easy. All right, ladies and gents, that's all we got for you guys today. Heather,
Yes.
thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. It was
fun,
wonderful.
right?
Absolutely.
Told you. That's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
And we're out.
Boom. Bye, Facebook. Love you.
Bye, Facebook.
Bada bing,
I know,
bada
I'm
boom.
sweating.
I'm dying.